Hey everyone, it's JJ. Hope you had a great weekend. These weekend updates are coming to you on Sunday now because I seem to be traveling on Saturday and Sunday. So when I get home, I do them a little late, but as long as you have them for the open on Sunday night, and also it helps to take a look and see where we are and what you can expect for the week ahead. Now, this market since the election has some pretty massive short positions. You've got a big short here from 58.25 down to this 58.94 area. It's a big one. And then we have another gap here. Gaps up or short positions, just so folks don't know. And one of these days, I will do a video explaining why a gap up has shorts trapped in it underneath it. And the main takeaway for retail traders is there will be bids when we come back to this area. Okay. So what's going on now is the entire inventory of the ES is under 59.15. It is being distributed higher. And right now, there is no reason to sell the market. Okay. So if you're a short seller, what you have to think is where are the sellers stepping in and competing to grab the buyers? That's what makes markets go down. And don't let anyone tell you any different because unless they've traded out 5 million shares of a stock in a day, they don't understand what it is to trade size and what it is to capture buying. So you have different size traders who are trying to capture the buying. And as long as that buying keeps coming in, think of it like a store. Lots of customers coming in. There's no reason to lower price, right? It's just bad business to lower price. If there's tons of customers, you're going to scare them all away. They'll go, I don't got to pay that. So we have gaps which have created short positions which equal buying. So right now we had that was Thursday's profile and Friday. Thankfully, we didn't gap up. There's no gap, thankfully. So what we're looking for now, these are the levels that you should be concerned about if you're a larger trader. 6,065 and three quarter. This is the top of the zone we're in. The middle is 59.46. The bottom is 58.25. What is concerning is the market usually takes a few months to go through this big zone. Um, we've had these zones for a while, and now the market goes through these zones in a couple of days. So the market is, a lot of people will think it's overvalued. That's great. You keep thinking that. But until you see a seller, until this market can offer underneath, I would say 59.76, right? If sellers can't get down here and compete and push price lower, it's probably just going to go sideways here. And my top target is sort of 6,066. We closed over 6,000. Our high was over 60.38. Use the levels, large traders, and remember, if you don't see a seller, there is no reason to go position short in a market when you don't see a seller. Okay. It's just one of those things. Um, the best way to learn how to be a short seller is to learn how to sell size, right? Because if you've never been a seller, how can you spot a seller, right? That's why we always teach traders how to go long so they can spot price competition. That is one of the clues to initiating a short. So now that I've lectured you, what do we look for? Well, the overnight is usually a time where traders who are trapped short from the day before can try and cover because there's not as much competition pushing price up. And similarly, if we had a sell off, the overnight, we usually take inventory up and get rid of it. So tonight, let's take a look and see. Our close is about 6,023 and a half. The low stops, I'm going to give you the stops here. The first stop is around 60.19 and three quarters, then 60.17 and three quarters, then 60.16 half, and then 60.15. So if the market opens and there's no buying, you know, the short sellers will try and pick up product at these stops. Okay. So those are your lower targets. So say we open at 60.22 and it can't take out 60.20. Well, it's going to rotate back up because markets rotate up when they're looking for supply. They rotate down when they're looking for buyers. Remember that the cost basis of Thursday night and Thursday are right here in that 59.95 area. So any serious selling will have to take out the Friday low at 6,005. If we can't take out the Friday low, don't get suckered into a short position, right? Remember, until the market breaks the high or the low of the previous day, it's business as usual, right? So look for choppy trade in this sort of range between 60.14 and 60.33, which is basically the value area. Now, market profile traders call this the value area. The value area is the cost basis. It is where 70% of the inventory is. The point of control is where 70% of the cost basis is priced. Okay. So here's your inventory for the day, right? Previous day low, previous day high. The value area is the cost basis of that inventory, 70% of where that inventory is priced. And the point of control is 70% of where the cost basis is traded. Okay. So keep that in mind. The market will probably go back and forth inside Friday's range. It's a fairly decent size range. Don't get caught up with any kind of drama. Trade your A plus setup going into the end of this year, right? These markets have been challenging. Come see us at microefutures.com if you want to learn how to trade without all the double talk and the mumbo jumbo. You know, these traders who tell people, I'm not going to tell you where to put your buy order and your stop. We will. Come and get useful, practical information that you can actually use on a day-to-day basis to earn a living, right? We teach you how the market works so you actually have an idea of how to do business. We teach you how to manage your risk so you don't have crazy expectations, right? And all of those crazy things like FOMO and all of that stuff go out the window when you actually understand the business. Understand the business. Otherwise, how can you make money in a business you don't understand? Come see us. We have a 7-day free trial. I'm JJ. DM me at any time. I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend, ladies and gentlemen. And that's it for me for now. We will see you soon. Bye for now.